Hello and what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another FTB Infinity Expert Skyblock episode. Welcome. We are cruising up in here. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic day. A couple things of note that I want to bring up right off the get-go here. Oh, this is still working magnificently, might I add. But first things first, I've actually created a Curse community server / group type thing, and it's pretty sweet. Basically, down in the description there will be a link to my community or group. All you need to have is your Curse launcher, Curse app open. You click on that link and it'll put you in a community run by me on the app, which has chat and potential voice communication and all that kind of stuff. And you can come in, say hello to other Kryllyk fans. There's lots of different channels and stuff that you can do in there, like the Kryllyk Derp channel. I'm sure many of you guys will like that one. But it happens. What can I say? Anyways, definitely hit that up because I'm in a bit of a competition with Mr. Flamegoat, Cletho, and We All Playcast. All fantastic people, might I add. Definitely check out their live streams on Twitch TV. But I'm in a competition to see who can get the most members on their Curse community. So I need your help. I need your help big time. So definitely do that. Come in and say hello. I'll usually say hi back. So don't worry about that. Come on in and click on that link. Help me out. Thank you so much. Let me start off today by talking about this item here, the Resident Exchanger. I made this between last video and this video, and it's pretty cheap. It's a Tesseract, which is a little annoying to make, but not at this point for us. And basically just some Enderium. All the rest is pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy there at all. But the cool thing about this is it works exactly like the Wand of Equal Trade from Thaumcraft, but it uses power instead. Now, there's a couple things that you can do. So you shift and right click to choose what you want to replace another block with. So for example, in this case, I'm shift clicked on oak wood. There you go. Source block oak wood, as you can see. The radius you can adjust by hitting page up and page down. So if I hit page up, oh, I got to be on it. There we go. If you're on it and you hit page up, the radius is going to go to 6. If I hit page down, it's going to go back down to 5. All right. Now, that is basically just the area that it's going to affect. As you can see here on the living wood, it is affecting all of it. So, just a simple right click in the middle and having the items in your inventory, boom, done. How sweet is that? Love this block exchanger. It's awesome. The other good thing about it is when it comes to blood magic and stuff like that, you can actually just swap out the blocks in your altar without affecting your blood pool in the altar or the tier of your altar. So that's kind of useful as well. And as you can see, I've been doing a little bit of that as well. We've got some runes of sacrifice. Those guys are kind of annoying to make, just saying. Because of all of this, and I've got some runes of speed as well. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this was changed at some point in time, that all 8 are actually used now on the top tier. I don't know if anybody can actually reference me to an exact point where it says otherwise. Feel free to let me know in the Curse app in that community. That's probably the best way to do things like that. Alright, but anyways, as you can see, I've kind of been filling up our life pool. We're at 146,000 of, I believe, 150,000. We're at the tier 4. Now, for us to get the next blood orb up, we need the Eldritch Eye, and that's just not going to happen. And we're not going to do magic today anyways, so let's get on track, and let's start on our next project here. Now, our next project is a big one. It is a massive project, and it's also something that I've never done before in Minecraft. So, what we are going to need is we are going to need a cyanite reprocessor. Yes, from big reactors. Indeed, we are getting into turbines. Oh man, you guys thought that these little steam boilers down here were just for that? No, no, no. They're going to supply us some turbines. So let's quickly look at the turbines themselves. Now, I've set up a lot of these to be auto-crafted, the rotor shaft, stuff like that. But these guys are actually decently expensive, involving iridium ingots, which is basically iridium ore transferred over. So pretty expensive overall. These guys also require iridium. Now, if I'm counting this correctly, I need... Oh, God. How many is this? I think I need like 80 of these blades. So that's 160 iridium for the one that I want to make. And this is going to make about 28,000 RF per tick. And it's going to use up 3 steam boilers at the same time. And then I believe we also need the little cores, the shaft down the middle. And I can't remember exactly how much of those I need. I need like 9 or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but that's another 2 iridium. So this thing's costing almost 200 iridium to get built. Equally, we also need to get ourselves the turbine power port. We need to get ourselves a turbine controller. That one's pretty easy. A ton of these housings, which is vibrant alloy steel cyanite. Again, we can make cyanite with yellorium and sand. That's good. And the other thing that we're going to need is... Where is it here? No, that's not it. Where was it again? Power port, fluid port we need. The rotor bearing. Oh, yes. I remember what it is. It's called Ludicrite or Ludicrite. I'm not sure which one is the proper pronunciation. I guess it's crite because the E would enhance the I to be an I sound. Ludicrite. Yeah. So a Ludicrite block. We need plutonium for this. Now, plutonium is only made in a couple different ways. We could get the plutonium B, and we may at some point in time, but for right now, if you look on here, there's only a 1% chance of it. That's not very good odds at all. So instead, what we need to do is we need to get it via the cyanite reprocessor. So that brings us around full circle. Now, I'm not going to make too many of these because I think we only need something like 32 plutonium, or no, what is it? It's 100 and something, 128, I believe it is, to make the Ludicrite that we need. But this guy's still a little expensive. For it, we need a yellorium fuel rod. Now, for those of you that have never done big reactors in this pack, that does require a pellet of RTG fuel, which requires plutonium and dense iron plates. Okay, so plutonium, we should have enough. I really haven't automated my system downstairs again, which is a bit of a concern, to be honest. Dense iron plates. Yeah, we don't have those. Okay, iron plate. Let's make 10 of those. Is it just plain iron? I can't remember. RTG. Yeah, just dense iron plates. So we need 9 times 6. Oh, Lord. What is that? 54 plates of iron? Okay. 54 iron plates. So that's another 44 of those. Good. Excellent. And we'll just wait for those to get done. And what we're going to do is then we're going to throw those in the compressor to get the dense iron plates that we require. If I did math wrong, well, it is what it is. Math while recording. Always fun. So those will give us the dense iron plates. Now, the other thing that we need for this guy is basically the reactor casing. Now, for that, we're going to need steel, which we should be fine on, and electrical steel, which I think we have, yellorium, and some graphite bars. Now, graphite bars, we only need 4 of them, and I think we can just... Yeah, we can just smelt coal. So that's really easy. So 4 coal, boom, and we'll smelt it down. That's probably the easiest way to go about this. Hello, Enderman. What are you doing in my basement? I honestly have Endermen pretty much everywhere in my base. They just kind of live here with me. It's fine. As long as they don't steal my grass, I accept it. All right, so let's get ourselves the big reactor casing. 4 of them. Beautiful. Lovely. Lovely. And let's get ourselves... Okay, that's done. Good. We got some pistons, I think. 2 pistons. Yeah, we got lots of pistons. Okay. I think we're pretty much good to go. So the RTG is the next thing. We do not have the dense iron plates. Are they stuck somewhere? They might be stuck... Oh, we never even got them, did we? We never even started them. Iron plates. in the compressor. Go. Okay, so that should put them back in the ME system. Beautiful. And from there, we should be able to make our RTG pellet. RTG. I don't really want to pull this guy out. This guy will make you sick. Give you the plutoniums. And in case you guys don't know, well, simple as this. Server tops, deaths, Kryllyk still at 0. They've cleaned up the list. They got rid of all the basically inactive people. But there's a big 0 there. And I'm still very, very proud of that. Last person on the server with 0 deaths. Love it. I'm always careful even at that situation with it. I've never tested it. I don't really feel like testing it, if you know what I mean. So, not a big deal. I should actually move that armor over here, but, you know, one of those things. Alright, cyanite reprocessor. What? Oh, God. Is it not good? Okay. Should we test it? Should we risk it? No, we're not going to. I will not accidentally die. I swear. Never death. No deaths. Okay. Not a big deal. Why didn't it pull it in? I do not know. Why is it not working? Cyanite reprocessor. Oh! Well, silly me. We need this first. That's why it wasn't working. Okay, cyanite reprocessor. Achievement get. We didn't need our little fancy suit after all. It's fine. No big deal. Okay, now this guy's going to require power and cyanite. I know, right? Pretty remarkable. Pretty remarkable stuff. So let's get a little bit of cyanite. I've already set up this to auto-craft. So let's get the, you know, let's do 100. Should be pretty quick. Pretty darn quick if you ask me. So that, like that. Now, this also does require some water. So I think what I'm going to do... I got 2 of you guys down here now, hey? I didn't know we were having a little party. Okay. Let's get a little bit of this. We'll put the power to the system. We need a transfer pipe. Good. To get some water in there. Excellent. We can remove that guy. So this guy should be getting water. There we go. It's getting water now. Excellent. And then we're just going to put in the cyanite. Now, it takes 2 cyanite to make 1 plutonium. So, let's get a little bit more cyanite. Good. Let's get ourselves a hopper. Excellent. Let's make a little bit more of this, actually, while we're here. Let's make 200 more. We have the technology, so we might as well use it to our advantage. And we're going to throw a hopper on the top. We will say an input like that of red. Good. So that should keep the cyanite continually going in. Equally, let's see. Can we just do a chest on the side here? Will it automatically output to a chest? I do not know. Okay, so let's do this and green. Is it going to output it? It does. Awesome. Okay, so we're getting our plutonium to work on our Ludicrite. Make sense? Hopefully you guys are still with me. Are you still with me? All right. The next thing that we need is some of the turbine housing. This guy requires a lot. I think it's... I'm going to guess at 400? It might be more than that. It might be more than 400. Now, luckily, I've prepped everything. Whew. Excellent. Okay, so that's going to give us some of the turbine housing. Now, we're going to need the housing for the outside of the structure, but then we're also going to need glass. I think I want to do glass for the inside, the turbine glass, just to make it look pretty. We're definitely going to need a fluid port. We'll craft that guy up. That's pretty straightforward. We're also going to need a controller. Now, this guy requires an advanced computer. Luckily, we have everything for that. But it also requires this redstone comp chipset. Now, I'm trying to remember, is that the actual recipe? So, a comparator with redstone. Alright, let's try it. Comparator. Go. And redstone. Let's see if this actually works. I can't remember. I don't think I've ever made this in the past. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, comp chipset. Good. Now, that does take like 600,000, which, I mean, we have a small amount of lasers, so it won't take very long for us to process that up. I actually want to move our laser system pretty soon as well. We got a little bit of fine-tuning and whatnot to do in the base still. So, okay, there's that guy. Oh, I think it also said red pipe wire. Is that right? 3 of them? I think that was the case. So 3 red pipe wire. We got the redstone comp chipset. And we can now make ourselves the turbine controller. Nice. Okay, good. Awesome. Absolutely amazing. All right. And we're also going to need a power port. That was the other one that was a bit of an issue, and that's an MFSU. Okay. All right. All right. This is a recipe. We need 6 of these. We're missing raw rubber. I'm not surprised. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit of tree farming, I think. Mainly because, well, it's pretty straightforward and easy. But we're going to do a little bit of tree farming. I'll get the rubber that we need. A little bit of extra, too. Pretty soon, though, we're going to need to set up a actual rubber tree farm, I think. And maybe even get rid of the forestry one at some point in time here. Might not be a bad way to go. So let me get this done and we'll be back. Alright, so we're just finishing up our Lapotron crystals and whatnot. So we need to get ourselves that power port, this guy right here, which is going to give us, we need the MFE first. So we need a basic machine casing and 4 energy crystals, okay? Basic machine we can make quite easily. Good. We're going to need the energy crystals for 4. Good. And then we're also going to need, I don't think I have this auto crafting. No, we don't. The gold cable. Oh boy. Okay, let's just make some of that. I don't think I have the insulated one as a recipe. No. So let's get a little bit of rubber. 30 more of that cooking up. Good, and this goes like this, and this is going to give us the insulated gold cable. Good, I believe we need 4 of those. So, let's, without further ado, get this stuff going. So we need the MFE first of all. Done. Beautiful, love it. And boom, the MFSU. Done. Amazing. All right. Good. We're going to go with these in the corner, and that's going to give us our turbine power port. Absolutely magnificent and wonderful. All right. Let me take out a little bit of this housing. I don't think we need anything else right now anyways. We definitely need to get the Ludicrite going, but we will get that going no problem. And I think we just need to start building the structure itself. So let me build the structure up. The structure is going to go underground here. We're going to need 3 boilers, like these 3 right here. And I'm going to need to connect them all up to the turbine, which I'm thinking I'm going to push it out this way. Right out this way, underneath the floor, looking all great. So let me start building. Alright, so there's the general structure of the turbine that I'm going to be building. Now, I'm not sure if this is the most efficient or the best or anything like that. I've never built a turbine before. So, we're just kind of going to go with it, with what we got, because I really don't know any different. This is kind of just what I found, and I think it's going to work. So, and actually, Untouched Wagon, a wonderful user on the Twitch that follows my channel over there. By the way, if you have not followed my channel over there, what are you doing? I love you, but come follow my channel over there. It's greatly appreciated. But yeah, so that's our general structure overall. Now, we could, I guess we can place down these guys, can't we? So the controller and the fluid port are pretty major things. Now the fluid port I do want to be on the side over here. Now what I'm thinking is we can come in with standard housing like this, and this would then be our fluid port right there. Yeah, and this will kind of be like it's almost structured a little bit more, because that's also going to be, you know, the start of where, you know, some of the reactor and stuff does come in. I think it's okay to be in the middle there. I am not positive on that, though. I guess we'll find out, won't we? We will. We will. Turbines require one rotor bearing. Oh, we need a rotor bearing. Rotor bearing. Uh-huh. That's the other thing we need. We need one of these, too. And that's going to go right on this side. That's the stuff. Okay, so that's where our bearing will go. On the side here, I figure we can do the controller and everything just pretty much like this. And then the power port itself, we're just going to attach right over here in this corner. Nice and spread out, but that should be able to tie right into our power system here quite nicely. Now, we may also have to upgrade our power source or our power lines out to accommodate, because this thing generates 28,000 and the redstone energy only does 8 per. So we are definitely going to need to upgrade those. Either that or we do a straight tesseract. We might just do a tesseract. It might be easier to do. Yeah, I'm thinking it's easier to do that. Flux duct. Because outside of that, we could go to the resident. I guess that's not too bad. We could go resident. That is a possibility. We are pretty much at server restart time, which is a little scary. Let's see about making this rotor bearing. So we're going to need 2 of these rotor shafts. Okay, rotor shafts. We got them auto-crafting. Good, we'll make 2 of those. Excellent. And the rest of this we should have. So as soon as those rotor shafts are done, we can make ourselves the rotor bearing. And that's basically what's going to make all of this turn. Now, if I remember correctly, on top of that, we're going to need, just off the top of my head, I think we're going to need 13 more of those. Is that correct? I honestly cannot recall. Okay, good. Let's get our rotor bearing. Awesome. So this guy's going to go down in the spot that I designated for it. Like so. Right there. Good. And then on the inside here, we're going to need a rotor shaft for all of these blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's 12. So we're going to need 12 more of those bearings as well. And then we're going to need, if I remember correctly, it's 80 blades. So let's get the 12 of these made first. RIP 24 iridium, I know, right? And we're going to need a ton of turbine glass as well. So how much? I do not know. But let's start crafting some of it up anyways. Let's start, we'll do it in 100 segments type thing. Just kind of get things going a little bit. That crafted a lot faster than I thought it would. Okay, good. And our rotor shafts are almost done as well. Excellent. Okay, all 12 of those. And we are getting along with this turbine. Not too bad. Our plutonium's still processing. All of our enderium is good to go. So we can go from there. So this is all going to connect to that bearing. All the way across. Just like so. That's all 12 of them. Again, I'm not sure if that affects the fluid port or not. We will have to test and figure that out. Hopefully we don't like explode stuff. Right? Right? Right, people? Right? Okay. We are pretty much at a server restart time. So I'm going to kind of just finish some of this up. Place as much down as I possibly can. Maybe I can even use the builder's wand for this. Maybe? Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. Use that builder's wand. If you can, use it. Alright. I'm going to place some of this stuff down, start making it look all pretty and whatnot. And once the server restarts and I get things in position, we'll be back to place even more stuff down. Oh, lordy. Okay. We need a lot more. Alright, so we're back, and I'm just making a quick little Ludicrite block because, well, why not, right? So we're going to need a little bit of this. I think we need 32 of these. That's 10 too many. That's less. There we go. So we're still missing 12 Enderium and 5 Plutonium. Okay, we can make this work pretty decently. So we need 10 more Cyanite. Good, we can get that processing. And the Enderium, I already clicked to make more of it, so, you know, that's a thing. We're already working on it, not a big deal. So we'll get these guys started to process out. We got the everything else pretty much done, except for some of the housing and stuff like that. We need to make more fused quartz as well. Actually, can we just make more right now? Like 1,000 more? Sure. We'll get those going as well. All the things going to make this turbine a reality. Alright, so 32 Ludicrite blocks. We're good to go to make those. I've got a few crafting recipes in the queue, though. I made a little bit more glass and stuff, too, because we needed it. So I got to wait for those to finish up, of course. But we are starting to come along not too shabby. The turbine is progressing. I believe, did I make the... I haven't made the blades yet either. Oh god, still so much to craft. But, as you can see, we have most of the glass done. We have just a little bit more to go. I decided to go with the turbine housing on the top and bottom, because really that's probably not going to matter. It's very rare that we'll be underneath this thing looking at it. But doesn't this look awesome? It's massive, first of all. Let me just say that. It's huge! But we are getting things done. Let's see. How are we making out? I'm pretty sure the glass is still going. So let's get the... I'm going to craft the Ludicrite as soon as it's done. And then I'm going to need 80 of the turbine rotor blades. Now, those guys are going to be pretty expensive. 160 iridium, like I said before, but not too bad to craft. So I'll get those guys started up as well. What finished? My Enderium? Must have been the Enderium that finished. Okay, and then we'll get the Ludicrite as well. And get all these rotor blades and everything put together and finish up the turbine itself. Alright, the final couple pieces have come in. We got the rotor blades. We got the 32 Ludicrite as well. Of course, I'm leaving some behind. There we go. Good. And I think that's it. I'm pretty sure I calculated out everything correctly. Here's hoping. So, first things first, the side that doesn't have the rotor bearing on, we are going to put the Ludicrite blocks. So these guys are basically going to surround this section here. Now this is the part that I'm really concerned about affecting that fluid port. I don't know for sure, but we're going to push this out 4 blocks of Ludicrite, just like so. And the rest of these, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 3 wide? Is that right? I'm pretty sure it's 3 wide the rest of the way down. Anyways, I'm going to basically place these, get them placed, and yeah, we'll go from there. It's going to take a while because, yeah, it's a little annoying to place these guys. It's not that bad, though. Alright, so there's all of our blades. We're basically 3 wide the whole way, and then the last one here is 2 wide. I'm not sure if... I'm pretty sure that's okay to be empty like that, but I don't know for sure. Okay, and then this comes across like so. Let's get this guy down as well. And once this completes... Did I calculate correctly? I did. We have a turbine. Oh my. Okay. Now we have a turbine control and all that kind of stuff. Now, I don't remember how to do all this. Dumps excess exhaust fluids. No. We want dump all exhaust fluids. The exhaust fluid tank won't engage coils. I think that's to get it started. That's to get it, turn it off. And then activate and deactivate. Okay, so we do want 2,000 millibuckets per tick. So this is the part here where we're going to now remove these off of these steam boilers. just like so, and of course down here as well, because we're going to need all of this steam. All the steam belongs to us, okay? We can start removing some of this as well, because we want to implement in the fluid right into this port, right? So we're going to bring it right in here, and these guys are going to connect up, and we'll come across like that. Boom. We can disconnect that, I guess. That's gonna make a mess, isn't it? Yes, it is. That's okay, because we need to connect it to the bottom one anyways. So we can definitely just run it like that. Good. So this should have steam always in it now. And we're getting the 3 boilers running steam into this system. We have steam. Is that all we need? I think that's all we need, right? Just steam? Oh god. I hope this is correct. I think we just need steam. Outside of that, we need to pull out power out of the power port itself. But for right now, let's see. What happens when I did the engage coils? Did anything happen? Engages the induction coils. Energy will be extracted from the rotor and converted to RF. Okay. Activate turbine. Engage the coils. So we are gaining power. It's starting to go. And it's going to take a little bit to speed up, obviously. But it should function properly. Now, like I said before, we do need to get power out of it. I think what I'm going to do is just add a tesseract. I think that's honestly the easiest way to go with this. Yeah, we'll just do a tesseract. That's the easiest way to go. So I'm going to get that guy building. But I want to double check our power system here. So this all comes out of the battery. That's good. But these over here do not. These over here are connected directly to this. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. We have these powered. I'm okay with that. It looks like that connects over to this stuff over here, which it does. Good. But those connect down. So we can disconnect right here. Excellent. Disconnect all of these. So that's good. Our steam seems to be just fine. This guy's really starting to power up. Good. We're only at 1,000 RF per tick, though. This is supposed to be a lot more than that. It's supposed to be like 28,000. What is going on here? Are we not getting steam in here fast enough? That could be. We could be having an issue of getting steam into the system. But those are all pushing steam in pretty darn quickly. Do we have a stack upgrade or two? Let's see. Does this make a difference? It might. I don't know if it can push 8,000 anyways. Because it looks to me like we're starving it on steam. Because we're going to empty. Or maybe it's just going to take that long to boost up and everything. If you know what I mean. Yeah. Okay. So it's just still speeding up. I guess the rotor speed is still just speeding up. And it's using up the steam and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So we'll let this guy run for quite a bit. We'll come back to it and see where we're at for all of our capabilities. And remember, this is all being run off of firewater. Yeah. All of this. Firewater. So I'm going to do a little bit of the decluttering of wiring and stuff like that. And yeah, hopefully our turbine will speed up quickly. Alright, so the system's still building up. It's still getting there. We're up to about 7,500 RF per tick. I don't know. We'll just keep on waiting and seeing what it's doing. We've basically balanced out our nighttime, though. We're getting very close. We're about to go into the positive as that thing speeds up. Bingo. We pretty much are there. So that's great. Solar panels will definitely do the job during the day, but our turbine and culinary and whatnot will do the job at night. Now, the thing that this adds is, I mean, we're talking potential of 28,000 RF per tick. that means a great deal overall. That means that we can definitely up our game a little bit more, use more of our power and all that kind of stuff. So without further ado, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys liked it. We built an entire turbine on it. We got so much done, or at least I feel like we did. Anyways, that's it for me. I don't know if we're still getting enough steam here. I'm not too sure. Hopefully. I've added more transfer nodes. Worst case, we could maybe go to a different pipe type system. We could maybe go to an ender fluid, you know, one of these guys, or, you know, maybe something even better. Is there something better? I don't know. Anyways, that's it for me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you join the Curse group, because that's where the action is. Over 10,000. Oh yeah, we're getting up there. Thank you so much, everybody, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye for now.